Thanks, Chris. To Scott Phillips now from Motley. Scott, good evening. Now, today's market fall is off the back of rising concerns about the impact of further interest rate hikes.
Tomo, good evening. It certainly is. Look, the US market fell yesterday or overnight our time. That wasn't a good start. And I think general concerns about the fact the US Fed may go further and probably the RBA will do the same. When that's the dominant narrative, unfortunately, share prices tend to suffer as a result. And that's what we saw today. OK. BHP fell more than 7% after going ex-dividend. It did. Now, this can be a tricky one for newer investors. When a company goes ex-dividend, the cash goes from their account to your account. So it's the equivalent of taking money out of the bank, for example. Your bank balance might fall, but you've got the cash in your hot little hands. No value is lost. So, yep, on a tough day, it can be bad to look at BHP's share price and think, hang on, where did all of that go? Some of it is the general market fall, but the rest is the dividend that will be making its way to your bank account.
We're always talking about house prices and interest rates. House prices have fallen in most capital cities across the country.
Yeah, they have. This is data out from CoreLogic for the month of August, so really hot, really new data. Every capital city, with the exception of Darwin, fell in the last month. The results around the country really significantly different. Overall, over the last 12 months, house prices still up 7.5%. That's positive, but down meaningfully, for example, in Sydney, up significantly in Adelaide and other cities around the country. Also coming on the same day as we got some new home loan data from the month of July. So it's been a month older than that, but that number was also down about 8.5%. It all points to house prices continuing to fall, I think.
Market took a pounding today, Scotty. What are we looking at as far as the US is concerned, and what sort of an effect will that have tomorrow?
I'm hopeful that some of the US futures falls that are already in were in today's share prices here at home. So I've got my fingers crossed that maybe we've made up for a bit of that. But as it stands, the US market going to open about 0.75% down. I'm not sure that'll mean necessarily big falls here. Depends on what the news breaks overnight. But it's not a great lead for our last day of the trading week tomorrow.
Scott Phillips, thank you.
Thanks, Tomo.